OK-Cupid did an experiment where they found out that men, oh, us crazy guys, the experiment proved that guys don't mind dating psychopaths. They put up some fake profiles, and they put up some really weird stuff for what the lady's profile is. I mean, really psycho witch bitch type stuff, and people were still hitting on them, even though the picture was pretty or whatever. It just goes to prove that guys will fuck anything. They don't care. It's really a sad. It really says a lot about the male condition, and how we're unconsciously only looking for visualization for people, and not so much the substance, what's behind it. Crystal, your thoughts?
This is nothing we have not known forever. I think this was the funniest story. It was so cute. The ad was deliberately just riddled with grammatical errors and terrible spelling mistakes. Mm-hmm. And, they said, okay, of course the profile sat there for days unattended. Well, no, it was within hours she had 400 hits and 39 messages, something like that. Yeah. And then when she was actually questioned about stuff, she would give this asinine answers to stuff and racist things, and these guys still were interested. So this proves my point.
Yeah, it's. I don't know what to say about this myself. I think in certain conversations, I think it's behind the whole computer screen thing. If you're on one side of the screen versus being in person, I think that has something to do with it, because once you're on the internet, it's wild west time. You don't really care. Because you're like, oh, okay, she's pretty looking. I'll just kind of dismiss the racial epithets or whatever, and maybe if I get some, and then I could just as the saying goes, hump and dump, but and that both sides do that too. So don't no evil emails, please. But it's just. This is really a sad state of affairs for guys. Wayne, your thoughts?
Yeah, it gets really weird too. Some of the chat she's having, and it's like she's having this one conversation with one guy, and he's like saying, "Oh, your profile's adorable." First of all, you see your profile; it's awful. These awful typos. It's hard to read. It just makes no sense, and it definitely paints her. And these are actually two guys who are doing all the responding. So they took a friend of theirs and used her picture. So it is a picture of a real person they know, and they have her permission to do this, of course. Yeah. But then there's nothing in it that's her. I mean, they're not using her name or anything about her. Everything's completely made up. It's like one guy's talking to her, and she gets crazier. He's saying things like, "Oh, you're adorable." He goes, "Oh, you sound like a really awesome person. Where exactly do you live? Would you like to meet?" Meanwhile, she's getting crazier and that's just one example out of these 39 people that contacted her immediately within as Crystal said, within a couple hours. Yeah. It's really, I don't know, it's a bit disturbing, but it kind of tells you what's out there. So, ladies, if you're doing internet dating, these are the kind of guys that are out there. This is what they're looking for. Nothing. They're looking for what's available.